Om. 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 Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Gungurubhyo Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jeshtadajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannudibisi Dasadanam. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nisprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Yasyatma Bhudasya Guru Prasadat Aham Vimuktosmi Samsara Bandhat Sarvopadeshtu Shivananda Murtehe Mridvankri Pranadosmi Nityam Dayasindhum Dinabandhum Shastratabodhana Patum Maskarindra Varam Navami Sri Chidananda Sadgurum. Om Praninam Dukkha Hartaru Jnanadu Bhuvana Muktaye Shivananda Chidanandu Ashraye Guru Sattamu. Om Shantatmanam Pranadasulabham Siddha Vidya Prabhavam Bhaswadrupam Suguna Nilayam Dvastakarmadivargam Prajnavrittam Nijasamadrisam Taradam Tyagivadyam Sakshat Yesham Mamaguripanam Shivanandam Natosmi. Shivanandam Natosmi. Om. Om Sakana Bhavatu Sakano Bhunaktu Sakaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The first mantra is the Shanti mantra. The ordinary meaning is together the Supreme Reality bless both of us, the teacher and the taught. Let him nourish us. Together let him nourish the teacher and the taught. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Both of us should have the knowledge in full. Vidyam means take the vidyam of the knowledge, the strength of the knowledge. That knowledge be dawned on us. Tejasvina vadhitamastu. Let us have the tejas of whatever we have learned, that give us the tejas, the spiritual knowledge, the spiritual lecture. Mad vidvishabhave. Let us have a proper understanding. Me and my teacher have a good understanding, good relationship. That is the ordinary meaning. And then the first mantra is Bhriguvalli Runihi Varunam Pitaram Upasasara Adehi Bhagavo Brahmeti Tasma Yetat Provacha Annam Pranam Chakshushrotram Manovachamiti Tagumho Vacha Yatova Imani Bhutani Jayante Ye Najata Nijivanti Yat Prayandya Bisambishanti Tad Vijijñāsasva Tad Brahmeti Satapo Tapyata Satapastaptva. So Bhriguvalli Varunihi, Bhrigu, the son of Varuna, approached his father Varuna, Pitaram Upasasara, approached his father Varuna and requested him, Adhihya Bhagavo Brahmeti, kindly enlighten me. Please teach me about that Brahman. Please speak to me about that supreme reality. How to realize that? You tell me. Tasmai etat provacha. So to such a, when Bhrigu asked like that, Varuna told like this. Varuna did not give a direct answer. Brahman is like this. He did not say like that. He said, Annam pranam chakshushrotram manovachamiti. I will give you 5 gates, 5 tools through which you have to find out. So you have to find out what is available here with those tools, You have to find out what is not perceptible, what you cannot behold now. So anna, food, prana, the vital air, chakshu, ear, chakshu, eyes, shrotra, ear, mind, and speech. Through this, contemplate on this, and through this you can find out Brahman. And the definition of Brahman, he gives a tatatstha lakshana, not direct explanation, direct characteristics or direct information. He gives a information which is relative. So that's called tatatstha lakshana in Sanskrit. So he says, yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti abhisambhishanti tad vijijñāsasva. You try to find out from which all these things have born. All these things are supported by what? By which they are all supported. Those from which all these things have born. Having born, what supports that? Which supports that? And proceeding further, where they enter into which they finally go back. That you find out. Tad vijijñāsasva, tad brahmeti, that is Brahman. So he gave the 5 tools and the indication how to locate that Brahman. Then he says, tad Brahma, you find out, he said. What tapasya you do, he did not say. But Varuna, Bhrigu thought, I should contemplate on what he has said and let me find out. So what the Guru told him, he started contemplating. He was working on that. He did austerities on that. Satapodapya. And having done that tapasya, he realized food is Brahman. Annam brahme divyajanad. Annātyeva kalvimāni bhūtāni jāyante. Annena jātāni jivanti. Annam prayanti abhisambhishanti iti. Tadvijñāya punareva varunam pitaram upatasara. So he contemplated on that and found everything is born out of anna, food. Everything is supported and remains in food. And everything finally enters into the food. Therefore, that anna is Brahman. He decided that way. But some doubt came. Anna cannot be Brahman. That must be something else. So again he went to the father. Punareva varunam pitaram upasasaram adhihi bhagavo brahmedi. He again asked, kindly enlighten me. Tagumho vacha tapasa brahma vijijñāsasva. You contemplate, you do austerities, and you yourself find out. That much alone he said. First instruction give, afterwards he has no instruction. Tapasa brahma vijijñāsasva tapo brahmedi. That contemplation, that austerities you do, the effort you apply to realize God, that is the method that you do. Satapodapyata. So, true to his words, true to his commandment, Bhrigu again continued tapasya, continued contemplation, and then having done tapasya, he realized prana is Brahman, vital air is Brahman. Prano brahme divyajanad. Pranātyeva kalvimāni bhūtāni jāyante. Pranena jātāni jivanti. Pranam prayanti abhisambhishanti iti. Tadvijñāya. So he came to the conclusion, prana is, vital air is the supreme reality, Brahman, because everything is born out of prana, everything is supported and lives in prana, and finally it enters into prana only. So prana must be Brahman. Then again he got the doubt, cannot be, it doesn't satisfy all the definitions of Brahman. Prana is a jada vastu, so it cannot be Brahman. So having come to the conclusion it is Brahman, then the doubt comes, no, it cannot be. Then punareva varunam pitaram upasasara. Again he approached father and told him, adhihi bhagavo brahmedi. So, kindly enlighten me, sir, like that. Tagumho vaja tapasa brahma vijijñāsasva. See, every time the son goes to the father and says, kindly enlighten me. Every time the father says, tapasa brahma vijijñāsasva, you do tapasya and realize. He did not say anything else. So he asked, every time he asked, kindly enlighten me. He says, you do tapasya. That means you have to, the seeker has to work on that. The Guru will only guide you. So again he, tapo brahmedi, tapasya is Brahman. Your austerities, whatever you austerities you do, that is Brahman, he said. Satapo tapyata. And then he came to the conclusion, Mano brahme divyajanat, manaso hyeva khalvimani bhutani jayante, manasa jatani jivanti, manaprayantyapi samvishanti tad vijnaya. So he realized mind is Brahman, because everything is born out of mind, everything remains in mind, and finally everything goes into the mind. Therefore, mind is the Brahman, he thought. Then again that doubt came. Mind cannot be Brahman. Mind is only an instrument. So it cannot be Brahman. So again doubt came. Father, kindly enlighten me. Then Father says, Tapasa Brahma Vijijñāsasva. You do tapasya and find out. So again Bhrigu went and did tapasya and then realized Vijñānam Brahmeti. Vijñānam Brahmeti Vyajanād. Vijñānādhyeva kalvimāni bhūtāni jāyante. Vijñānena jātāni jīvanti. Vijñānam prayantyapi samvishantīti tad vijñāya punareva varunam pitaram upatatāram adhehi bhagavo brahmeti tagumho vacha tapasa brahma vijijñāsasva tapo brahmeti satapo tapyata satapastaptva. And having come to the conclusion that Vijnana, knowledge is Brahman, because everything is born out of knowledge, everything remains in knowledge, and finally everything enters into knowledge. Therefore, knowledge is Brahman. Then also he got the doubt. Then he again approaches the father and told him, then Father enlightened me. Father again told, Tapasa Brahma Vijijñāsasva, you realize it through tapasya. So again he did tapasya and he came to the conclusion, Anando Brahme Divyajanad, Anandadhyeva Kalvimani Bhutani Jayante, Anande Najatani Jivanti, Anandam Prayantyapi Samvishanti, Saisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya, Parame Vyoman Pratishtita, Sayevam Veda Pratitishthati, Annavanannado Bhavati, Mahan Bhavati Prajaya Pachubar Brahmavachasena, Mahan Kirtya. So then he came to the conclusion, Anando Brahme Divyajanat. Ananda is the bliss, that which is there in your being. Anandamayo Koshat. Your nature is bliss. So he came to the conclusion, Ananda is Brahman. From Ananda only everything is born. In Ananda everything is remaining. And into Ananda everything returns. So, Anandam Brahmedi, Anandam Prayantyapi Samvishanti. So then he did not go back to the father because he has understood. So that is the Vidya. Saisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. That is the Upanishad. That is the Upadesha. That is the Marga. That is the meditation. So Esha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. Esha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. The meditation, what Bhrigu did, the meditation that Bhrigu did, and what has been taught by Varuna. What Varuna taught, and accordingly what meditation Bhrigu did, in order to realize that Anandam Brahmedi. So that is called, in their name it says, Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. So what is the process actually? Initially, the Bhrigu was meditating on the outer world. Annam Brahme Divyajanat. Then Prana, then Mana, then Vijnana, then Ananda. From the outside he was going inside. From the outer upasanas, he was going into the inner upasanas. By the outer upasana, certain amount of purity comes. So naturally he turns towards the inner upasana. So the inner upasana, ultimately the inner upasana is in your Hridayakasha, Hridaya Pundarika, in that space Daharakasha, all these things they say. In that Hridaya Akasha, that supreme reality is there. So he realized that is Ananda and that is Brahman, he realized. So whosoever Saisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya, Parame Vyoman Pratishtita, in that supreme space, Akasha. This Akasha is there. Similarly, there is an inner Akasha is there. That Akasha is a supreme Akasha, Parame Vyoman. So that Ananda, that Brahman is established, is located in that Hridaya Akasha. So whosoever evam Veda Pratitishthati, whosoever knows like this, knows this Vidya, whosoever realizes that supreme reality in their heart chamber, in the space in the heart, they will also get located there. They will also get established there. Annavan annado bhavati. They will have plenty of food and they will also eat nicely. So all the worldly wealth will be there for them. Mahan bhavati. He will be a great person. Prajaya Pashubihi Brahmavarchas, and he will have children, he will have Brahmavarchas, he will have all the other wealth. So because here it is, the Upasana is not exclusively meant for recluse. It is not meant for sannyasins alone. Upasana is for all people. So they can have all the worldly comforts and inner Upasana can also be there. Realization is possible while you are living in this world also. So that is why they say, Brahmavarchasena, Prajaya Pashubihi Brahmavarchasena, Mahan Kirtiya like that. So this is Varuni, Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. Having told this much, this, then the next mantra is, so up to this is a discussion between the father and the son, Bhrigu and Varuna. Now Upanishad says everything. So Bhrigu started with meditation on Anna. Meditation on Anna means meditation on food. You should not think meditation on rice, on dal, on vegetable. It's not that way. Food is whatever we see here is food. Whatever we see here is food actually. Annam, everything is Annam. That is why everything is Annam. Everything is Annam when you say you don't understand actually. Similarly, you don't understand many other things also, that I will come to that now. But you feel that you are understood. So, Anna means whatever objects we see is an Anna. Whatever we perceive is an Anna, not the food alone. So now he says, Annam na nindyad. Never, so don't ninda of Anna. Tad vratam, you should take a vow. I will not speak ill about food. Pranova annam. And prana is Anna, they say. You see? Pranova annam. First, Anna means if it is food, prana cannot be food. Pranova annam. Shariram annadam. Then he says, Sharira is the eater, prana is the food. Because food is located inside the body. So prana is food, Sharira is covering. So everything is food here. And everything is annada here. Everything is eater and everything is food. That is why again and again it is being told. Pranova annam shariram annadam prane shariram pratishthitam. Prane shariram. The body is established, is supported by the prana. Sharire prana pratishtitaha. The prana is inside this body and prana is supporting the body. So the body is dependent on the prana, but the prana is inside the body also. So mutually they are dependent. Taded annamanne pratishtidam. Taded annamanne pratishtidam. One food is located in another food. One food is located in another food. Everything is food here. One food is located in another food. Another food. Prana is food. And it is located in this food, Sharira. Sharira is food. That is located in the prana. Sharira is supported by prana. So Sharira is food, prana is the supporter. Prana is located inside the body. So prana, without the body, prana cannot remain. So prana is the food, Shariram is the supporter. So then the next sentence is, Sayayeda annamanne pratishtidam veda pratitishthadi. Whosoever knows that food is established in food, food is located in food, food is supported by food. One is supported by another. One food is supported by another food. Whosoever knows this, then Annavan Annado Bhavati Mahan Bhavati Pajaya Pashibal Brahmavatyasena Mahan Kirtya. Whosoever understands this, they will have anna, they will have good plenty of anna, food, and they will be good eaters, they will have kirti, they will have good children, they will have all the wealth. So what is told here is everything is connected to everything here. Now, I tell you one story. This story you all know. But what does it mean that to you? That is very important. So there is a story in the Bhagavad. The story of Ambariksha. That Ambariksha was a great king. He was a great devotee of Bhagavan. And he used to observe Ekadashi Vrata. So once, that when he was observing, he used to observe Ekadashi Vrata, and during the Dwadashi end, he used to do Parana. So Dashami he will start, Dashami, Ekadashi, Dwadashi end only he will take Parana. So there is a Panchanga also, Ambariksha Ekadashi, another Ekadashi, Rukmangadi Ekadashi, 2 Ekadashis will be there. So something Vaishnavis follow, something others follow. Okay. So this Ambariksha was observing Ekadashi once. This what is his name? That's Maharishi. Durvasa went there. Durvasa was sent by somebody. So Durvasa sent. Then Ambariksha told, "I will. Please come for Parana. You can have Parana." Okay, I will take my bath and come. He went and have a big bath. So the time was running out, and Dwadashi will be over. So Ambariksha want to have the Parana during the Dwadashi, before end of Dwadashi. So then somebody told him what to do. Prabhu Apakshanam Vipra Asidam Nasidamba. Little take water, that is equal to Parana. And also you have not Adhikrama, Brahmana Adhikrama you have not done. The guest you have not ignored. So it is okay, they said. So he took little water also. When Durvasa came, he realized that he has taken food. So he became angry. So he created a ghost, a bhuta, to kill Ambariksha. This you know, all this story you know. And then what happened at that time? Bhagavan's chakra was there. Bhagavan's chakra started. Kritya was killed by Bhagavan's chakra, and chakra went behind Durvasa. Durvasa was running and all these things. And finally Durvasa came to Bhagavan and asked for pardon. Do you know what Bhagavan says at that time? Bhagavan says, Sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham. This, my heart is sadhu's heart. My heart is filled by sadhus. The sadhu's heart is in me, and my heart is in sadhus. Sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham. So their heart is in me and my heart in them. What does it mean to you? How can your heart be in me and my heart be in you? So it is not heart, your heart is not there. It means something else. Okay? Sadhavo hridayam. Sadhus have kept their heart in me. Sadhus also imprison Bhagavan in their heart. You imprison Bhagavan in your heart. Gurudev you imprison. And also you put your heart into the Gurudev. So Bhagavan says, their heart is in me. So my heart in them. Annamanne pradishtidam. So one hridaya is there in another hridaya, and another hridaya is there in the hridaya. Okay, you understand this? What do you understand by that? Because you are a little familiar with bhakti, you imagine something. What Bhagavan says, Sadhunam hridayam tvaham, Sadhavo hridayam mahyam, Sadhunam hridayam tvaham. Some commentary will be there, some meaning will be there. You have to contemplate on that. Only when your hridaya goes into Bhagavan's hridaya, when you could place your heart in Bhagavan's heart. Then only you will realize. It is a realization actually. One food is resting on the another food means. So everything is anna here. And everything is annada here. Everything is food and everything is eater. Everything is mortal here and everything is immortal here. You are called radiant immortal Atman. You are a mortal being. You are a Martya. Marana Dharma. You have got Marana Dharma. So they say you are immortal. Amarana Dharma they say. So everything is mortal and everything is immortal. All the pairs of opposites are reconciled here. Everything is Anna and everything is Annada. That is only one thing is there. Anna, Annada, that distinction is reconciled here. You understand me? The distinction between food and the eater is reconciled. Everything is food, everything is eater. So that is the meaning of these mantras actually. Later on it will come. Annam nanindyad tadvratam pranova annam shariram annadam prane shariram pratishtitam sharire prana pratishtitah tadedadannamanne pratishtitam sayed annamanne pratishtitam veda pratitishthati annavan annado bhavati mahan bhavati pradya pasubhar brahmavatyasena mahan kirtyam. So tadedat annam anne pratishtitam. One food is established in another food. Another food means what? Eater. One food is established in another food means one food is established in this eater. So that eater is also food. So one food is established in another food. So everything is food here. Everything is supreme reality here. Everything is Brahman here. That is the meaning actually. So whosoever say that annam anne pradishtitam, anna food is established in the food. Food is established in the food. Food is established in the eater. The devotee is established in God. Because God is established in devotee, he is also devotee. Devotee is established in devotee. You are devoted to God. God is devoted to you. Bhagavan says, they are very much devoted to me. Therefore, I am devoted to them. So, devotee is devotee. God is also a devotee. Okay? I am devoted to God. And God is devoted to the devotee. So, God is also a devotee. Annamanne pratishtitam. Okay. He is also a devotee. Bhagavan is also a devotee. You are also a devotee. So, whosoever understands like this, so you are non-different from Bhagavan. That is the meaning ultimately. You are non-different from Bhagavan. Sayed dannamanne pradishtitam veda praditishthati annavan annado bhavati. So he will have all the wealth, cattle wealth, everything here, and he will have good fame. So next mantra is annam na parisakshita tadvratam apova annam jyotirannadam apsujyoti pratishtitum jyotishyapa pratishtitah tadedadannamanne pratishtitam sayedadannamanne pratishtitam veda pratitishthati annavan annado bhavati mahan bhavati pradya pasubhar brahmavatyasena mahan kirtyam. So in the previous mantra, annam na nindya, don't speak ill of Anna, he said. Now, annam na parisakshita, don't reject food. That is a vow. Why? Because apova annam, water is anna. Water is food. Apova annam means water is food. Jyotirannadam, water is food. Fire. Fire is the heater. If you boil the water, water will evaporate. The fire will consume water. Jyotirannadam. Apsujyoti pradishtitam. So the Jyoti, fire is established in water and water is established in the fire. Jyotishyapa pradishtitah, they are mutually dependent. If there is heat, you will have perspiration. If so much temperature is there, so you are perspiring. So the heat is producing water. Okay? And water also produces heat. So both are, one is Anna and the other is Annada. Jyotish is the Anna and water is the eater. Water is the anna, Jyotish is the eater. Okay. So what has been told, prana and anna, same thing applies to water and Jyotish. Jyotishyapa tadeda manne pradishthitam. One anna is established in another anna. One is established in another anna. Everything is anna here. And everything is supporting also. So one anna is supporting the another anna. So everything is food here. Everything is made of the same stuff. We are all made of the same stuff. Okay? We will look alike. There is a famous song by the Beatles actually. We all look alike. Waters of the same ocean. Waters of the same ocean. So there is a famous philosophical song. They composed it here only. The Beatles, John Lennon or somebody. We are waters of the same ocean. You are one drop, he is another drop, Gurudev is another drop, Bhagavan is also another drop. We are waters of the same ocean. That is what is meant here. So whosoever knows this, Saya Yeda Deva Yeda Dannamanne Pradishtidam Veda, this is being repeated. Whosoever understands one anna is established in another anna, that anna is established in another anna. So finally that will come and establish here. So annavan annado bhavati, mahan bhavati prajaya pachibhi, brahmavartyasena. Up to this we have covered, I think. Okay. So now the 9th anuvaga. Annam bahu kurvita tadvratam prithiviva annam akasho annadaha prithivyam akasha pratishtitaha akashe prithivi pratishtita tadedadannamanne pradishtidam sayaye dadannamanne pradishtidam veda pradishtati annavan annado bhavati mahan bhavati prajaya pachibhat brahmavatyasena mahan kirtya annam bahu kurvita. So annam bahu kurvita means make a lot of food. Annam bahu kurvita, make a lot of food. Tadvratam. So little social things is being told, and along with that then philosophy is also there. In Akhyaika also some story is being told. In that story there is a story value is there, and in that there is a message is also there. Philosophical message is there. Here likewise, annam bahu kurvita, you make a lot of food so that you can give to everybody. You can give charity, you can do, you can make others happy. When someone is hungry, if you give food, he will be very happy. He will not forget. I went there, I was very hungry. The first thing they asked me is, have you taken food? Many people come and tell me also, sometimes they come to the reception late, then lunch time. They, have you taken food? First you go and take food, lunch, and then come back after, fill up the form, they will say. Go, go, go. Because time is there, they will go. So we were very hungry, and first they told us to go have food, and we had a nice food, then they came and filled up. So that they will remember. When someone is hungry, if you give them food, they will remember that. Okay, then then they find everything is beautiful here. Because their mind is already happy, we find everything is beautiful. If their mind is not happy, everything is wrong. So that is why they say, annam bahu kurvira, make lot of food. Tadvratam, that should be your vow. Then he says, apova annam. Then the philosophy, the story is gone, the philosophy comes. Apova annam, water is anna, because you drink water. Jyotirannatum, fire is annadaha. Fire is annadaha. Up switch. So this I have covered. Annam bahu kurvita tadvratam prithiviva annam. Yart is anna. Prithiviva annam. Yart is annam. So ordinary anna is there, food is there. The whole Prithvi is anna. So you have ordinary anna that each one eats. And the whole Prithvi is also anna. Prithiviva annam akasho annadaha. The sky is the annada. The sky is covering this Prithvi. So the Prithvi is food and the akasha is the annada. Prithivyam akasha pratishtitaha. In this Prithvi, in this earth, this space is contained. It is supported, the Prithvi only supports this. So therefore, Akashe Prithivi Pratishtita, the space is protecting this Prithvi and the Prithvi is supporting that Akasha. Both are mutually protecting each other, mutually supporting each other, mutually making them stable. Therefore, Tade Dadan Namanne Pratishtitam, therefore, one is supporting, whatever supports you is your food. Whatever supports you is your food. Prana supports you. Prana is supported by what? Annagata Pranaha. Prana is because of Anna is supports the Prana. Prana supports this body. So, Prana is supporting this body. Akashe Prithivi Pratishtita. So, Akasha is supported by the earth. Prithvi is supported by the Akasha and the Akasha is supported by the Prithvi. They are contiguous and they are each interdependent and each one supporting the other. Akashe Prithivi Pratishtita Tade Dadan Namanne Pratishtitam. So one Anna is established in another Anna. Saye Dadan Namanne Pratishtitam Veda Pratishthati. Whosoever knows that one Anna is supporting the other Anna, then he gets established. He gets established in that Brahman, Supreme Brahman. The point is actually, everything is connected to everything here. Nothing is independent. And that alone is there. That is the point conveyed. Ultimately what is conveyed, that alone is there. That alone we call it by different names. Only one Vastu is there, that is called by different names. So each one is supporting the other. So whosoever knows this, Annamanne Pratishtitam, Veda Sapraditishthati, he gets established in Brahman. Annavan Annado Bhavati, Mahan Bhavati Pradya Pashubar Brahmavachasena, Mahan Kirtya, that the Palashruti is same. So he will have plenty of food, he will be a good eater, and he will have all comforts in life, and he will have good fame. Then the next mantra, 10th Anuvaga. Na kanchana vasato pratyachakshita tadvratam tasmadhyaya kayacha vidaya bhakvannam prapnuyad aradhyasma annamityachakshate etadve mukhato nagum radham mukhatosma annagum radhyate etadve madhyato annagum radham madhyatosma annagum radhyate etadva Antato nagum radham antatosma annagum radhyate yayevam veda. So na kanchana vasatu pratyachakshita. So now here also some social thing is being told, and along with that, in that spirituality is also brought in actually. The kanchana vasatu pratyachakshita. Suppose if a guest, these are all told to householders, okay? Na kanchana vasatu pratyachakshita. Some guest comes to your house. You should not say no to them. Atiti devo bhava. Earlier, in the previous, acharya devo bhava, atiti devo, matra devo bhava, pitri devo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atiti devo bhava. Atiti devo bhava has come. So that is being told here. Na kanchana vasatu pratyachakshita. Somebody comes to your house. And don't say, no, we have no space, go away. You should help him. You should entertain that Atiti. Atiti Satkara you have to do. Atiti Puja you have to do. Tadvratam. So that should be your vow. Tasmat yaya kayacha vidaya bhakvannam prapnuyad. So you will be entertaining guests. So therefore you should have plenty of food. Therefore, tasmat yaya kayacha vidya bhakvannam prapnuyad. You have a good collection of food materials. Good store should be there. Your food store should be plenty, everything should be plenty, so that any guest comes you can take care of them. So that's why they call it as Mahashalaha, they say. Mahashala. Even the Gurukulas, they have plenty of food. Great grahasthas. Even you know that in the when Yudhishthira was conducting the Rajasuya Yajna, he placed each departmental head he selected, the right type of departmental head selected. One fellow who cannot eat well, if that fellow is given the kitchen charge, means what will happen? Hey, this is not good, this is not good, this is cholesterol, this is that. Likewise, he will reject everything. So, what happened then? So, they made Bhima as the Mahan Satyaksha. He will be in charge of kitchen, so that he will cook plenty. He should cook plenty so that he can give plenty also. See, these are all small things, but there is a message in that. So, Bhima was made this in charge of food preparation and distribution, so that he will give like this. You will not count actually. So, na kanchana vasadu pratyajakshita. Somebody comes to as atiti to stay. No, don't say no to them. You have to entertain them. Tad vratam, that is a vrata for the householders. Tasmat jaya kaya cha vidaya bhagvannam prapnuyad. Therefore, have plenty of stock of food items. Everything should be plenty, so that you can give also. So Gurudev also, they used to say, with his big hands he used to give like this. Aratyasma annamitya chakshate. So this is a very tradition actually. Normally what they do is, in the traditional people, especially I have seen this in South India, villages, before they take food, they will go and see whether anybody is there. Hungry person is there. And if anybody is there, you come on for food, they will invite actually. Food is ready, you come, they will say. Food is ready, you please come. So that is what he told. Aradhyasma annamitya chakshati asmi. And you tell him, Aradhyasma, food is ready, you can come. Food is ready to be served, please come. You need not come and wait actually. Food is ready, you please come. That is why, because of this, he speaks about Anna and entertaining the guest. When sadhus are eating food, sannyasins are eating food, this mantra will be chanted. When sadhus are eating food, then the householders, if they are doing that Bhikshavandana, it is called Bhikshavandana, when they are giving Bhiksha to sannyasins and they are eating, they will eat afterwards only. They will not sit together and eat, because it is puja. So, the sannyasins will be given food. At that time, this Upanishad, these 3 chapters will be chanted. Otherwise, 1 or 2, whichever time, according to time availability. First chapter, second chapter or third chapter, there will be chanted. This will be chanted. If it is a Shraddha, when Brahmins are eating food, at that time, Kathopanishad, the first 2 chapters will be chanted. Or there is another mantra called Abhishravana. That Abhishravana mantra will be chanted. Otherwise, the Kathopanishad, these 2 mantras. Or you can also chant from the Bhagavad Mahatmya, that Gokarna Upakyana. There it is. The Phalashruti is there. In the Shraddhe Prayuktam, like that, Phalashruti is given there in the Mahatmya. Those who have not seen, you can see. And this Gokarna Upakyana, after the chapter closes, then the Phalashruti will be there. This can be used for chanting at the time of Shraddhe Prayuktam. There is a Prayoga is there. So in the Kathopanishad also, first 2 chapters, that is also mentioned there. So otherwise there is a Veda mantra called Abhishravana. So that because it speaks about food and speaks about Atiti, usually this is chanted during when the sannyasins are taking food. Not Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, not Chandogya Upanishad, only this will be chanted. So, na kanchana vasato pratyachakshita. If any Atiti comes, then Atiti means without notice he comes. That is what is called Atiti. When Atiti comes, don't say no. That is your vow. Therefore, yaya kaya cha vidaya bhagvannam prapnuyad. You make plenty of food materials. Aratyasma annamitya chakshate. So you tell them that food is ready, please come. And Etadvai mukato annagum radham mukatosma annagum radhyate. Etadvai madhyato annagum radham madhyatosma annagum radhyate. Etadva antato annagum radham antatosma annagum radhyate. Evam veda. Then when food is ready and then you are serving, then how do you serve? What is your devotion to that? How far you are devoted? How far you are sincere? If you are very sincere and sincerely doing it, and when you are doing it, when you are young itself, you are started doing it. People will be very miserly initially and later on will be very liberal. Both ways can be happen. So there are some people who are very liberal from the very beginning. That is one meaning. Another meaning is Mukadonnagum Radham means in the beginning itself they are very devoted. So when you serve this food, when you give them, when you do charity, you should do with all devotion actually. Sakshat Bhagavan has come and then we are giving. So it is like a upasana actually. Instead of pranaya swabana, so you keep the food. The bhog, you know, mantra is actually Bhavasva Devas Vedaprasva Satyam Tena Varishan Jiyami Nivedayami. These are all kept, I only tell you. Swamiji, we tell the Bhagavan, these are all the food I have kept before you. I only tell you, don't take it. Nivedayami. Nivedayami means what? Nivedya means what? I am informing you, these are all kept. This is all yours, you take it, we never say. Whereas in the Atithis, you cannot do that. Niveda is not possible, you are giving actually. So you give them with all devotion and the best things you give. So, Mukadonnagum Radham, if you give that with all devotion, and then you will also get the same reward. You will also, the result will be, the phala of that dana will also be excellent actually. And Madhyadonnagum, if it is mediocre, then the result will also be mediocre. Etadva antato annagum radham, if it is not, you do it with not much devotion and just carelessly you do it, then the result will also be like that. You know, and the Bhagavan says in this, Ye yathamam prabhadyante tam stateva bhajamyaham. As you approach God, Bhagavan will also reciprocate in the same way. If you are very much devoted, He will also be devoted to you. That is sadhunam hridayam mahyam. Sadhavo hridayam mahyam, sadhunam hridayam tuham. Same way only. So if you are really devoted, Bhagavan also reciprocates the real devotion. If your devotion is for something else, Bhagavan will argue only that he will not have any devotion, no consideration for us. You wanted it all day, you do. Take this and go away, like that. So, depending upon the devotion, depending upon your devotion while giving, accordingly the result will also accrue. So this is told for householders. Whatever action we do, whatever puja or any upasana we do, in that how much we are really dedicated, how much devotion is there, how much we are applying ourselves, that is very, very important. So even if you are reading also, it should be total application should be there, total devotion should be there. When even one chanting of one Vishnu Sahasranama, you should chant with the real bhava and real love for God. The Bhagavan, you should be, maybe you be pleased with this chanting, that bhava should be there. That is what is told here. When with the amount of devotion you show when you are feeding the Atithi, accordingly you will get the result. Proportionate to that. Directly proportional. What you have done, the same thing you will get back here. So, that is what is told here. Vedadvai mukato annagum radham mukatosma annagum radhyate. As you do and you get back. Etadvai madhyato annagum radham madhyatosma annagum radhyate. Etadva antato annagum radham antatosma annagum radhyate. Yayevam veda. Whosoever knows like this, then next mantra, Chemayiti Vachi, that we will do later. I will finish this mantra here. This The evam Veda should go with that because it is first word is taken here. Kshemayiti vachi, yoga kshemayiti prana panayo, karmedi hastayo, gitiriti padayo, vimuktiriti payo, iti manushi samajna. Harihi Om. Sahanavavatu, Sahano bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavakai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma vidvishavakai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.